Hello and welcome to Wildlife Cam. We had a cold front coming in last week, which brought up a very windy night, and scorpions love windy weather, so I went outside to see if I can find any, and I managed to find the first two of the season. This one had a little insect in its mouth, but the insect doesn't glow under the UV light. These scorpions have a fairly painful sting, but it's not medically significant. Not too many larger mammals at the start of the week, I think thanks to the cold weather, but we did have all the usual small animals. This looked most like Genet 1, but Genet 1, the stripe along the shoulder is broader and not quite as neat. Genet 2 is a bit tatty looking, and Genet 3 has very dark markings, so I've tentatively put this at Genet 5. We did have Genet 4 at the waterhole, but I could only see its body and not its neck and shoulder, so I'll keep this one at Genet 5 until Genet 4 reveals more of itself. So the Steenbok has become a regular now. I don't know where her boyfriend is. Normally they live in pairs, although they're not always close together. The male's always somewhere around nearby, but we haven't seen him, so it's just the female coming to drink. I'm not sure if this was a deliberate ploy on the part of the jackal, but it was quite clever if it was. The jackal coming from the front to distract them, meanwhile the other one sneaks in from behind. The impala was in no danger, but if it had managed to grab the duiker and hold on for long enough for the other jackal to come around, that would have been the end of it. The smallest and cutest of our antelope, with the Steenbok, which is quite closely related, coming in second. Our rainy season ended quite early, so we've had a few more months of hardship than we normally have, so the impalas are looking quite thin. They have scent glands on their cheeks, so that's what he's doing here, is marking his territory. Usually when we see the banded mongoose, they're on the march somewhere or drinking at the waterhole, so it was nice to see them just relaxing for a bit. This one in particular was enjoying the nice soft warm sand. This elephant is ambling away from the scene of the crime. He tried to push over our fence with his foot. They're very clever because we have wires going around the fence post to stop that from happening, but there was a little gap at the bottom, so he just put his foot in and pushed it over. But I managed to catch him in the act before he did any serious damage, and I had a few quiet words with him, and off he went. But it turns out after this he went rampaging all over the rest of the reserve and broke into many, many gardens. But it seems that it's not just the trees that he's after. He seems to enjoy breaking fences just for the hell of it. And a lot of people are very upset with him. He is quite a well-known elephant because he did appear in a viral video where he was trying to stick his head into someone's kitchen before they eventually asked him to leave, and he turned around and went away. And this is a white-throated monitor lizard, also known as a savanna or rock monitor lizard, also known as a legabon, so lots of names. I'm pleased with itself having given an animal weighing a couple of 100 kilograms a big fright. Monitor lizards have quite a cunning egg-laying strategy, that they'll dig holes into termite mounds during the rainy season and lay their eggs inside the termite mound, and then the termites will come and repair it, and that seals the eggs inside. A lot of predator activity this week down at the trail camera, including this big male leopard. I had a look at his tracks the next morning, and size-wise it's hard to distinguish him from a lioness. He's a really big guy. A rare sighting of some lions down at the trail camera, but their timing's all wrong, because during the day the impalas spend most of their time in front of the camera, but at night they disappear elsewhere. They look in reasonable condition, so they've obviously been having some success at hunting. I'm not sure where they've been though, because hardly anyone's been seeing them lately. Very sweet family group of crested francolins. You can see the one busy grooming the other one. This was about 6 or 7 minutes before the lionesses appeared on the trail camera, so they covered quite a good distance in quite a short time. I'm still struggling a bit with the ID on these civets from the left-hand side. It's only the one that I've actually got right. And I think this is the first time, but I'm sure if I'm wrong, someone will point out in the comments that we've had two at the waterhole at the same time. And they didn't seem to be particularly thrilled to see each other, but also not too aggressive. It just looks like they wanted to avoid each other. I was hoping for a romantic interaction of some sort, just so I could get an idea of gender, but no such luck. You can see an eye in the bushes on the right-hand side in the background. That's the first one busy hiding away. Thanks for watching.